All right, everyone. You made it to my third behind the track. This is for my third single, 1,000 Times, from the new album, Digital Suspiria, is coming out early next year. I think by the time this video is up, a song must be out, and there might be a music video for it too, and all that good stuff. So hopefully you've heard it. If not, we can get familiar with it and then dive into the tracks and see how it goes. Let me play you a little bit of a song. Something a little harder than the last two singles. Alright, so why don't we dive in starting with the drums. Okay, I'm going to solo out the drum track. This is the full thing. This is a drum track that was created into a stem. All the drums are condensed into a stem, and it sounds like you got a little bit of analog beat from electron on it as well. All right, you get the idea. Why don't we just dive deeper into the drum group itself? Let's see what we got there. The main kick. Oh, it's just one kick. So usually I might have another kick either on top or lower, but yeah, one big kick and we're good to go. The snare is pretty big here. That was snare 1, snare 2. There we go. Something a little more industrial. Got a clap. And then a bunch of hats actually. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of variation in the hats. I feel like the beat from this one stays pretty consistent and hard. Variations in the snare roll and the hats. Nice and hard. Again, these were all drums that was made with batteries, Native Instruments battery straight recorded into Ableton. So, to get them to be as thick as it sounds, there was definitely a process, and a lot of distortion, a lot of compression. Won't get into all the details, but hopefully you get an idea of how I built the drum tracks. Let's talk about the bass. I'm going to play the bass alone again, starting from the same section. Wow, big. It's pretty cool. Much more melodic here. This is in the pre-chorus. And then we get into the chorus. Alright, now let's dive into the bass group itself. Again, that was a bunch of bass tracks that was condensed into one bass stem. And that one bass stem got analog heat added for a little bit more girth. So let me find the bass track and actually solo it out. And let's see what we have. Again, usually a sub. Not sure if that's been picked up, but decent sub, probably playing with the kick. Got a roll bass, very bright. And to counter it, a low group. Listen to the low group on its own. Yeah, it's like a low growl. And then wobble. It's not really a vocal. It's sort of like a, more distorted, stretched out, almost like it's more like a Hoover bass, more like a drum bass, Hoover bass. Yeah, that was actually not too bad. Actually, for me, 4 bass tracks is pretty good. The last few songs we did had like a bunch more. Why don't we now listen to all the synth tracks? Yeah, let's hear what we got going on. I'm actually excited to hear this one because I haven't heard it soloed out in a while. Oh. Per usual, lots of synth going on. But the good thing is on this record, you can actually hear them separately. You can hear the parts that are comprising it. All the constituents, they're popping from all over the place. But yeah, quite nice. Okay, now let's find the actual synth group, solo that out, and see what we got. All right, here we go. Very percussive, actually. All right, now something ravey. I like that ravey part. Let's do some of this lead thing. Oh yeah, this is very trancey. I call it trance, obviously. Probably something a little more percussive there too. Yeah. Yeah, listen to this little... something crisp, something high, something clean. Some other percussion sounds. Yeah. Right and left. Yeah, it's hard to hear this when the main parts are on. But then we have a chord as well. Oh, nice deep chord. And then a lead. Oh, yeah. Such a night drive sort of. Oh yeah. Different trance lead. Guys, I really like this song. I hope you do too. It's fucking cool. I think this is the first F-bomb on the Vexillary YouTube channel. This is not going to be the last one, I tell you. I'm just going to start it. All right, let's listen to the pad. I think I have a couple of pads. Ah, something dreamy. And I have a second one. Something very ambient. It's not on the full track, it's in the intro. It comes in, I think, in the pre-chorus and the chorus. Nice. All right, now off to the best part, the vocals. I demo all vocals myself. I write the vocal melodies. And my session vocalist just dubs it and adds so much more professionalism to it in a way I couldn't. There's a couple of tracks in the album that I sing on. So when the album's out, if you're seeing it, tracks Away and Werewolf, but they're just much more vile, something far less melodic. But You know, now that I hyped up the vocals, let's listen to them.
It's time to let go. It's time to let go. I'll break into 1,000 pieces. I'll put a hole in your spine.
You hear the harmony coming in, of course.
Shatter splinters. I sensed a void in your smile. This is a final warning. I've put it all on the line. The crowd that gathers witness.
All right. That was it. That was the soloed full track.
There's a hero with 1,000 faces who sees through 1,000 eyes, all masked with 1,000 faces of those who can unwind. It's true that it never faces the sight of 1,000 crimes. It stems from a...
I think this was doubled. Let's see what we got.
There's a hero with 1,000 faces.
Doubled and right and left doubles. They're actually all takes of the lead. Grouped together. Now listen to doubles and leads together.
It's true that it never faces
much fuller.
The sight of 1,000 crimes. It stems from a constitution like a helix intertwined.
The pre-chorus keeps the lead and the doubles, but also adds an ad-lib and a spoken word part. Let's see what it all sounds like together.
My hero is a bloody zero. Is a bloody zero. He's just like Nero. He's just like Nero. So it's time to let go. So it's time to let go. I'll break into 1,000 pieces. I'll put a hole.
So this is the lead and the doubles, and now let's add the harmony group.
Splinters. I sensed a void in your smile. This is a final warning. I've put it all on the line. The crowd that gathers witness our unholy decline.
So pretty much the same treatment as the verse. It just has this harmony group that's quite rich. So let's see what we got. We got a...
I'll break into 1,000 pieces.
High. Okay. Yeah, spoken word. Yo. Huge top harmony. A lot of reverb. Oh my god. So angelic. She's got the best voice ever. We're gonna build the song up just with the vocals starting, and then I'm gonna add the drums, then the bass, then the synths. This is the most fun part of doing these, to be honest.
There's a hero with 1,000 faces who sees through with 1,000 eyes, all masked with 1,000 faces of those who can unwind. It's true that it never faces the sight of 1,000 crimes. It stems from a constitution like a helix intertwined.
I think this concludes our Behind the Track for 1,000 Times. One of my favorite songs on the album, third single, right before the album drops. You know, it had to go with something big, something energetic. So that's it. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for listening to the third Behind the Track. Will I do another one now that the singles are over? Let's see. Maybe one for the title track. But until then, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers.